Right, here's a question with triangles. Okay, triangle. Whoops. Let me draw a triangle. Done. Triangle ABC. It says A is 4.1, so that's the one opposite over here, so 4.1. B, 4.4. Angle B, that's this angle, is 64. And they want to know what this angle is. Oh. Well, I think we could do this one. So there's two rules that you can use because you don't know if there's a 90-degree angle in there. There could be one, but we don't know. So if we're not sure about a 90-degree angle, then you can't use sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta adjacent over hypotenuse, tan theta opposite over adjacent. Those are out. The other thing that's out is you can't use the Pythagoras game, because this might be an oblique triangle, or in other words, one that doesn't have a 90 in it. So can't use that. But there's two other rules you can use. So there's law of sines. And the law of sines says A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. And you just use two of those ratios. Looks like I have an angle B and a side B. So I'm going to use this one. And if they want to know what angle C is, oh, I don't know what that side is over there. Looks like I'm going to have to use this one, because out of those four things, out of B, side B, A, side A, I know all but one thing. So I can use that one. So I'm going to use A and B, which is sort of a pain because I'm looking for angle C. But even with oblique triangles, all the angles have to add up to 180. So if they have to add up to 180, if I know B, and then here I'm going to find A, then I can figure out what C is. Okay, so law of sines. So A over sine A. So little a is 4.1 over sine A, I don't know what A is, equals B, 4.4, over sine of B, B is 64. Okay, so now I need to solve for sine A. I like to cross multiply and divide. There's lots of ways you can do it, but I'm just going to go 4.4 times sine of A. So that's this cross. Must be equal to the other cross, 4.1 times the sine of 64. Okay, I'm wanting to solve for this, so I'll divide both sides by 4.4. So I'll have sine of A is equal to 4.1 sine 64 all over 4.4. So if I do that on my calculator, I get sine A is equal to 0.8375. Okay, but I want to know what A is, not sine of A. So this is how I do it. Most people just remember to do the arc sine. But what I do is, if I want to get rid of the sine, I can't divide by sine, but I can do the opposite, which is arc sine. And that cancels that guy out. But if I do it to this side, I got to do it to that side. So then on your calculator, look for the arc sine button. It's usually right above sine. And do that of this. So let me do that. Arc sine of 0.8375, 56. So I get this angle to be 56.9, call it, about. Oh, they're rounding. So 56.9, let's call it 57 degrees. So A is 57 and B is 64. So C has to be 180 minus those two guys. So 180 minus 57 minus 64. 180 minus 57 minus 64. I'm calling it 59. 59. Oh, it's right there. That's where I'm going. Okay, hopefully that helps.